Palma. Oh,
Oh, man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game.
To Del
Oh,
Puentes.
wow.
Caloocan takes the shot and knocks it down. Maloya is open. 3-point.
My goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis. Natalviero has time. Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Season 7. And we are back in Montalban, Rizal, live here from the Inares Center para sa second game ng inyong Monday triple header. The Caloocan Batang Kalu trying to keep up with the leaders in the north. Ronnie Matias is back in harness for the Batang Kalu. He will be matched up against Chito Jaime na hindi tumatanda. 40 points in the last game for Pasig City, and Chito will look to lead Pasig to an upset of Caloocan dito sa ating second of 3 games. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, si Dev Tupas kasama si Coach Mike Perez, and syempre Coach Mike, itong Caloocan galing sa talo to. Ito namang Pasig galing din sa pagkatalo. Kitang-kita natin. Well, mas malakas itong lineup ng paano ngayon, Caloocan. They've added a few more players to their lineup.
Yeah, and these new players, ang magiging question lang naman dyan is matter of transition. How quickly do they fit into the system of Coach Mike Sigigit? The thing is, some of the guys are really very familiar with Coach Mike.
Ang laki ng addition, by the way, ng Caloocan. Maabangan natin yan. No, welcome din sa ating mga nanonood sa Facebook and on YouTube. And we are now live on Solar Sports. Let's bring in our courtside reporter, Miss Mika Abisamis. Mika, alam ko busy ka, kakakwentuhan mo mga coaches natin ngayon. Kamusta sila going into this matchup?
Si Dev Coach Mike, napakalamig dito sa loob ng Inares Center in Montalban, pero syempre mainit pa rin ang mga laro na dala natin para sa inyo. Yung unang game pa lang natin, nakita naman natin, very exciting. Para dito sa second game, Coach Alden Morante of course was very disappointed dun sa laro nila against Manila. Sabi niya, Mika, wala naman kaming acquisitions Meron lang kaming dalawang rookies, si Gadin tsaka si Corpus. Pero bukod doon, eto na yon. Kaya kinausap ko yung boys ko, we have to work with what we have kasi wala na tayong magagawa pa but to stick together and to try and push together to be better. Para naman dito kay Coach Mike Sagigit, sabi niya sa akin, Mika, nasuka talaga, no? Kung laro namin against Abra, sabi niya, nakita ko talaga kung ano pa yung mga kailangan namin gawin. At isa dyan, sabi niya, kahit powerhouse sila, mas nakita ko na problema namin going against young players. Lalo na itong si David Defonso, sabi niya, kailangan mas maging aggressive kami. Lalo na ang mga makakalaban namin sa Norte ay mga batang players talaga. And speaking of youth, they are welcoming one of their newest players na sabi niya sa akin, alam mo, talagang agile na 6'5 ang hinahanap namin na player. Pero ang dumating, 5'6 na si Joey Barcuma. Si Delvin, Coach Mike.
You're being generous, by the way, at 5'6". I don't think he's 5'6", but nonetheless, Joey Barcuma has been added to the lineup itong Caloocan. Coach Mike, what does he bring to the table para sa kanila?
I think yung youth na hinahanap nila, lalo na length of the floor action, need that guy inside. Sana interested to pair with guys like Chris Bitoon, Ervin Palencia, and even Jeremy Cabana.
Oo, no? Tingnan muna natin ang ating team standings dito sa North. And we see Caloocan at number 5. 12-6 ang kanilang record. Pangasinan is just right behind them with an 11-6 record. And Pasig is on a 3-game losing streak. They were in good position a few weeks back, no? 7-6 ang kanilang record. So, nagsa-struggle lately itong Pasig City. But this guy right here has not struggled one bit this season. I think he's having his best season here in the MPBL. Chito Jaime, the wily veteran of Pasig City, really in a career rebirth this season. 40 points against the Manila Batang Quiapo, including a scorching 20 in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, near double-double pa nga yan dahil naka 9 rebounds siya. Impressive doon. Tatlo doon sa 9 rebounds niya. It's actually offensive rebounds. 7 of 15 from the 3 points, 9 of the 12 from the free throws, the assists, and really just overall, ganda ng nilaro nito ni Chito Jaime. And they need more of that from him. Lalo na they're struggling with some pieces not available para dito sa Pasig.
Well, if Chito Jaime is giving me 40, Coach, baka kailangan naman ng iba.
Iba pa.
Iba pa mag-step up dito, no? Other players like Warlo Batak, Jacob Galicia, and Mark Montuano. They are the others para dito sa Pasig. And yung performance nila against Manila, kinapos itong tatlong players na to.
Oh, kahit pa nag-double-double ulit for the third time to si Warlo Batak with 11 and 16 and 2. He was actually 0 out of 3 from 3 points pero 4 out of 6 from the perimeter. 16 rebounds, 5 of them really coming from the offensive rebound. Jacob Galicia almost double-double din. Could have been pero kinapos ng isang rebound. But the struggle of Mark Montuano from the field, 3 out of 10, that was big.
But they went up against actually a deeper lineup ng Manila, no? Nag-unveil ng mga new players itong Manila in that game. No, Caloocan, let's talk about them. They went up against Abra in their last game. Natalo sila. June Bonsubre had a really strong game. Offensively, alam natin na si June Bonsubre really known for his defense, but he contributed 10 points in the loss. Ito naman si Romel Calatos playing really, really well until he got ejected from that game.
Yeah, 22 minutes, 10, 9, and 3. Ang ganda rin ng perimeter shooting niya, 5 of 9. And really shows you yung quality minutes na nakuha mo dito kay June Bonsubre. Romel Calahat, pretty much 10, 1, and 2. 3 of 7 from the perimeter. You know, 1 out of 2 from the three-point area.
Well, the big development there is that he got ejected
Oh, yes.
sa Abra. And he was very important to their cause. So, he will not see action tonight. Itong si Romel Calahat, and let's meet the starters for Richard Campos.
And taking on Pasig City in Season 7 of Manny Pacquiao's MPBL at the Inares Center, Montalban, live on Solar Sports. Join me in welcoming the starting lineup for Caloocan, Batang Kangkalu. At forward number 31, JJ Manlangit. To guard number 30, Jeff Manday. At guard number 29, Joko Tayungtong. Playing center number 18, June Bonsubre. And at forward number 11, Paul Sanga. The head coach is Mike Sagigit, assisted by Philip De La Cruz and Mark Orias. Team manager, Mac Robert De Chandu. The team governor, Jeremy Tin. Team honors are Dennis Flores and Honorable Congressman Oka Malapitan. The starting unit for Pasig City. Shooting guard number 44, J-Guards, Jerome Garcia. Forward number 28, Chito Jaime. Point guard number 13, Aaron Morante. Coming in at center number 10, Mark Montuano. Small forward number 1, Warlo Batak. Pasig City head coach, Aldrin Morante. Assistant coaches, J.R. Villanueva, Lancinco, and Richard Rosales. The team owner is Mr. Buddy Encarnado.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Caloocan has Joko Taytog, Jeff Manday, June Bonsubre, JJ Manlangit, and Paul Sanga. Pasig City will start with Aaron Morante, Jerome Garcia, Mark Montuano, Chito Jaime, and Warlo Batak. So no Robbie Manalang para dito sa Pasig.
Well, which is one of the reasons why you have the son of Coach Aldrin, Aaron, really starting games for Pasig. They've been pretty short on that guard rotation with the absence of Robbie.
Our crew chief is Jay Castroverde, kasama ni Seth Pingol, and Mark Rancudo. Carino Martin is the fourth referee. Sanga to Manday, pulls the trigger, got it.
Manday quickly testing the threes. Medyo struggle a bit dun sa game na yun. Sila ni Manlangit, they did not shoot the ball real well in that game. Matter of fact, he was 0 out of 4 in that game. And so it's a good start for him to see that ball go through after the 3 attempts.
They did a lot of playmaking in that game against Abra. To si Jeff Manday. Took a while for him to get going. Sanga. That's all the way from deep. Jay Gars. Nahanap si Montuano. Palpal lang inabot kay June Bonsubre.
Good defensive effort by June Bonsubre right there. Not allowing himself to get beat downhill. Trying to catch up. against that drive. You see that clear block on Mark Montuano.
Garcia, lumapit, teardrop. That's a foul on Paul Sanga. Sumabit.
And Paul Sanga, another guy that has struggled from 3 in their last game. The hope is really for him to come back and get his touch back. That time got beat defensively, and Jay Gars goes to the line. Jay Gars pretty much almost 12 minutes per game and 5.1 points per game. He's a 61% free throw shooter.
Pasig City also on the board right now. 3-2 is the count. Manlangit to Tayongtong.
A good deflection right there. Pasig running. And this is something that they really would want to do. Especially medyo undersized sila ng konti sa bigs. And so if you have an opportunity to run, you go out and do it.
Nice fake kay Tayongtong. Unable to finish against Jaime.
Yeah, love the help by Chito right there.
Morante launches. That won't go. Sanga with a rebound. Back the other way, Caloocan. Manlangit gets the ball in the middle. Bigay kay Bunsubre. Labas kay Tayongtong. The swing to Sanga. Bunsubre fires a jumper. That's good.
So far, Bunsubre pretty good here. Started the game, got a block earlier. Now he's got that basket from left short corner. Just pretty much staying active early in this game. Ito si Jun Bunsubre. And one thing that you like about this starting lineup para dito sa kay Coach Mike, he's got all his three-point shooters right here on the floor all together. Manlangit, Manday, as well as Paul Sanga. And you still have Jeramer that's coming off the bench for you.
Sanga can't find the mark. Rebound. Nakuha ni Jerome Garcia. They go down low to Jaime. Back out to Jay Gars. A 3. No.
Yeah, they're getting their looks, but they're not making it. Good pass by Chito Jaime to try and pass it back after getting that paint touch inside.
Bunsubre, the kick out. Manday has space. He fires. That's off the mark.
Medyo dry ang shooting from 3 so far after a good start para dito sa Caloocan.
Jaime thought about it. The runner, short. Manlangit comes away with it. JJ has Sanga on his left, and Sanga lays it in for 2.
The versatility of Paul Sanga can also run the floor and finish off of it. Good finish with the left hand. Another steal.
Tayongtong. Should have been a foul there on Morante.
Right.
Pero nonetheless, Caloocan blitzing Pasig City early on here. Here's the steal.
Ito na yung pagkaka-recover ng steal ni Joko Tayongtong. Dito mo nararamdaman yung pagkawala ni Robbie Manala. Very important point guard rotations para dito sa Pasig.
They'll be right back. Lamang ang Caloocan, 9-2. Caloocan bowed to Abra, 66-78, and this was a game in Ilagan nearly 10 days ago. Congressman Oka Malapitan in attendance. He owns this Caloocan Batangkang Kaluting Most. Dennis Abella is also there.
And pretty much that game against Abra, control ng boards ang naging kwento talaga dun eh. And you see that in the second chance points na talagang favoring para dito sa Abra. But I personally like how Caloocan competed in that game. And so kung magkikita man sila ulit later on in the playoffs, interesting ko na magiging adjustments nito ni Coach Mike.
Well, I thought it boiled down to 2-3 possessions in that second period. Kung saan ito si Ryan Batino had a block and then a stop. And that triggered a run na because it was a tight game at 30-28 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, may 5-0 run and then wala na, hindi na nakabalik itong Caloocan.
Mm-hmm. Parang 11-point run yung ginawa ng Abra heading into the break. Kaya sila, nalamangan pa sila ng 11 points in that at the break. And clearly, yung mga possessions na yon would have been a huge turnaround in that game. Joko Tayuntong so far on the line.
Let's go to Mika Abisamis.
Playing coach Gabby Espinas and Chris Bitoon, both still injured and both very important players for Caloocan, obviously, especially moving forward as they face the rest of the strong contenders of the league. On their list of assignments are Batangas, Muntinlupa, Ilagan, Isabela, Zamboanga, and Pangasinan. As I mentioned earlier, they are worried about going against the younger players. Sabi ni Gab, dati, alam mo Mika, maraming bata dito sa liga. Pero ngayon, ang daming batang magagaling. Kailangan namin maging aggressive, doble o triple kasi kung hindi, madali kaming masascout. Sabi niya, basta. Pag gumaling ako, sasabayan ko sila sa takbuhan. Sa Delph, Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat. So, muna si Kuya Gabi. Pahinga muna.
Oo. Well, kailangan
Si Chris Biton, I think, is a couple of weeks away from full recovery.
Yeah.
So when they are at full strength, they're going to be, not that they're not a force right now, pero mas lalakas talaga itong Caloocan.
Oh, lalo na with Chris Biton at the lead from a guard position. You've got enough shooters from the outside. Jeramel Cabanag, Paul Sanga, Manlangit, Manday. Those guys can pretty much score for you.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Expa Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
That time, Aaron Morante tried to chase after that left-hand layup, but good thing he didn't foul anymore because that was clearly a good finish for Paul.
Ito na yung 6'5" nilang addition na si Peter Pan Barcuma.
Ibang klase rin ang aktibidades niya pagdating sa depensa.
Yung kanyang shorts, no?
Oo nga.
Maiksi.
Directly proportional yata sa height niya.
Warlo Batak is fouled by Enriquez on that drive.
Yan, Warlo Batak, one of the guys clearly that has shown up real good for them. This was that steal by Jeramer. That finish with the left hand.
This ang unang free throw ni Warlo.
Tsaka ganda ng production ni Warlo. In the last 8 games, he's averaged roughly about 15 points. In all of those 8 games, he scored in double digits.
We'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Barcuma.
Nakasona ang Pasig.
Manlangit launches the 3. That's off to the left. Rebound, Rocky Asidre. Quickly to Kilatan.
They held on to that ball too long.
Jaime, corner 3 won't work. Montuano has it. Binigay kay Rocky. Asidre drops it off to Montuano. No go. Bunsubre with the rebound. Jeramer, a 3. No. Magawan sa rebound. Ends up with Rocky Asidre. No numbers for Tropang Pasig. Montuano back out to Batak.
Which is why they're not really known for fast breaks itong Pasig. They could have attacked that way na hindi pa nakaset up yung depensa pero they decided to pull it back, waiting for the other guys to come.
Bunsubre. Jumper. That won't work.
Now very much token defense offered by Chito Jaime that time on that elbow attempt by Bonsubre.
Only 3 points para sa Pasig City.
Yeah.
And they have yet to make a field goal in this ball game. Batak will try to end that. Still no go. 0 for 9 for Pasig.
Wow. Dito mo talaga mararamdaman yung mga Robbie Manalang no?
Nasa
Mga
gitna,
ganitong
Cabanag. Out to Barcuma.
Good skip.
Enriquez knocks down the 3.
Good read by Barcuma, attacking the middle and looking at that weak side corner if it's available on the ball reversal.
12-point lead for the Batang Kangkalu. The Batak trying to go downhill. Chito Jaime blocked by Manlangit. Manlangit with a couple of rejections on Chito Jaime.
Ito ang kulang sa Pasig. Walang tumatahi ng depensa.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Enriquez.
Batak got caught there trying to help out. Nandun na si Mark Montuano. Hindi na niya kailangan sumili pa doon. Mark had that lane already covered. That left that 3 in the corner.
Montuano drives. Well defended by Sumuda. Barcuma with the basketball. Josh Flores.
So they're zoning again against itong Caloocan, slowing down the offense. This is pretty much what they try to do, slow you down with that zone.
Yeah. That won't go para kay Josh Flores. Tilatan. Nabatay ni Barcuma.
Ibang klase yung depensa ni Barcuma.
Corpus is in the game for Tropang Pasig. Enriquez, great defense. He gets the steal.
So far, ang Pasig has not beaten any primary defender yet. Everybody just, stays in front of any Pasig guy that wants to attack the lane.
17-3 as Flores scores inside, out of contact there. This is going to be a long evening para dito sa Tropang Pasig. Inside, Jacob Galicia finally. The first field goal for Pasig after 13 misses.
And it needed a big-to-big action before they could actually score. They're getting not so much or not even anything from the guards.
Enriquez steps into this three. And Brian Enriquez with 2 triples here in the first quarter.
Third triple make para dito sa Caloocan. They're now 3 out of 10. Not really good shooting 3-pointer night so far, pero you make those threes, you'll take it.
Galicia against Flores. The turnaround shot, and Jacob puts it in, plus the foul.
And so far, Jacob is liking that matchup against the Flores down on the low block. Twice already scored. One on a dive, this time straight up post. Going baseline after they tried to dig in on the top side. Good move by Jacob Galicia.
Galicia trying to complete a 3-point play.
One thing that you observe also dun sa post-up na yun, wala masyadong activity sa weak side, para sa Pasig. Everybody's just standing around waiting for whatever Jacob's gonna decide.
Flores to Enriquez, a 3, no good. First miss para kay Brian Enriquez. Barcuma. Back to Enriquez. Cabanag was asking for it.
They want to screen that wing defender. There you go.
Jeramer's jumper won't work. Last touch ni Corpus. It will stay with Caloocan. 14 seconds ulit ang kanilang shot clock.
Sobrang nadi-delay din itong Caloocan talaga because of that zone. And just staying in front.
Flores, the door shut by Batak.
Yeah.
Enriquez with 7 seconds to work with. Brian finds Flores inside. And that time, good help by Jacob Galicia.
And a force off balance that moment.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And once Flores committed to Montuano, that really left that right side of the lane for a Jacob Galicia dive and that good finish. Ganda ng action yun between those two bigs. Ooh.
Galicia is called for the offensive foul. Talsik si Peter Pan Barcuma.
Matalsik pala si Peter Pan. Pero lakas rin ng katawan nito ni Barcuma no?
Siyempre may konting din yun. Gaan
Oo. Then saka hindi rin yata niya nakita ang parating
7 turnovers for Pasig City. Shooting just 13% in the first period.
And to which Caloocan got 6 points off of it. But still.
Pasig City with one last crack. Corpus a 3. That won't go, and Caloocan Batang Kangkalu pouncing on this undermanned Pasig team here in the first period sa kanilang laban dito sa Montalban, Rizal.
Yeah, forcing them into lesser attempts because of really good defense and making it very uncomfortable for Pasig to even try and make a score. They're right now shooting only 13% and a 12-15 field goal makes for Pasig, and Caloocan pretty much in control so far in this first quarter.
Enriquez with a couple of three-pointers helping itong Caloocan Batang Kangkalu to a 12-point lead at the end of one. We'll be right back. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Ang challenge talaga dito sa Pasig is makascore. It's the shot making.
Second quarter about to begin. Pasig missing 14 of their 16 attempts in the first period. Caloocan went 8 of 21. Caloocan also winning the battle of the boards 15-12. And also committing 4 less turnovers. Right there is the field goal shooting. It's 2 of 16 supposed to be. 8 of 21 for Caloocan.
Mabigat doon. May mga tira na almost unchallenged. Pero hindi pa rin maibasket nitong Pasig. Travel call right there on a good feed. And that short corner pass. Travel si Real Cervantes doon.
Jogi Laude and Real Cervantes. Kasabay si Jeremy Cabanag, Joko Taingtong, and JJ Manlangit for Caloocan. Batak able to get the step against his defender. He draws the foul.
Bata pretty much when he scores, he really tries to put the ball on the floor. Umaatake yan papunta sa mga downhill action. And he's got that strong body and the leaping ability that allows him to do that. But you like that somehow magkaroon rin siya ng mid-range para, you know, i-change up yung atake niya sa opensa.
Sila lang high flyer. Itong si Warlo Batak.
Oh, yeah.
And syempre, yung kanyang buhok na di pwedeng magulo. Diba? 20-10.
Tsaka parang parating wet look no?
Kaya nga must be something. Tanungin natin anong hair product niya.
Oo nga.
Almost a steal. Cabanag recovers. Now with Laude. Jermer. JJ. Rail sa ilalim. Cervantes. Kapos. Cervantes again. Foul.
Doon sila magkakasubukan sa ilalim. Baka nga dyan pa, you know, a lot of fouls might be called underneath.
There's really no legitimate big man.
Oo.
You see, Jacob Galicia is actually normally a wing guy.
Wingman, right. Tsaka si, si Chito Jaime, minsan siya na yung tumatayong parang pinaka-big nila, no? Masipag rin kumuha ng offensive rebound. But, you know, you really have to have a big guy in there to try, not just to rim protect, but even to secure the defensive rebounds to close out your defense. Real Cervantes sinks the second one. Tapos naka-full court pa to.
22-10.
Foul Jogi Laude getting beat right there on the sideline as they try to guard against Cortez.
It's 22-10.
Dito sa mga instance na to, you'd like to think that Rocky Asidi is gonna take over the games, lalo na, you know, trying to break down the primary defender. Like that one right there.
Well defended by Real Cervantes.
Yes. Good switch also.
0 for 7 so far. Pasig from beyond the arc. Manlangit inside. Ball poked away. Recovered by Cervantes. Labas kay Taingtong. 10 seconds to work with. Joko. JJ. Atake ni Manlangit. Well defended by Batak and Corpus. Corpus running the break. He gets it back, wide open for three. Short. Laude secures the rebound.
Yeah, yun yung mga makeable shots no? Libre, kayang i-basket pero hindi pumapasok. That's what's really sinking their field goal makes right now.
Laude gets it to Tayong Tong. Cabanag launches. That's short. Tapik ni Laude para kay Real Cervantes. Rebound and assist para kay Laude. 2 points para kay Real Cervantes plus the foul.
Another foul for Jacob Galicia. That's his second. Ayun yun, ganda ng pagkakatapik. Tip pass. Back inside by Real. Sanay na sanay si Jaggy Laude makapartner itong si Real sa ilalim.
Tama. He completes the 3-point play.
Ang tanong dito sa Pasig, saan manggagaling ang scoring? And they've been highly dependent on Chito Jaime, and some other guys gotta step up.
Montuano gets it to Gadin. Gadin crossover. Manday keeping up. Montuano launches. That won't go. Manday with a rebound.
And since they cannot beat the primary defender, that's the only shot that's available for them. A forced three.
Laude, the kick out to Manday. Shot fake, three-pointer. Got it.
Ganda. Love the up fake to let that defense fly by. Couple of dribbles, escape. That made three. So far, shooting real good here to see Jeff Manday.
Here's Asidre forcing that one. Turnover. Tayong Tong ahead to Manlangit and JJ will lay it in. Timeout. Si Coach Aldrin Morante. It's now a 20-point lead para sa Batang Kangkalu. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. JJ Manlangit with a fast break finish para dito sa Caloocan.
And when you turn the ball over, some guards gotta be in there to try and protect, pero the defense came in late. Even Mark Montuano was trying to chase against that finish. Gotta do a better job on transition defense.
The Manila Batang Quiapo winning over Pasig City in their duel last July 1 in Quezon. Pasig City, this was the 40-point game of Chito Jaime that went down the drain after hindi nga nila nakompleto yung panalo na yon.
Then I think ang pinaka-glaring dyan is, again, yung challenge in making shots. They shot very, they pretty much struggled from the field, even from the free throw line. They shot only almost 60%, and let alone yung bench points where they got only 28 versus that of the 53 para dito sa Manila, which is exactly what's happening now as well. They need more help of scoring coming off the bench.
And Batak isolated on the right side, iniwan ng bantay.
Pretty much. As they were thinking that Warlo Batak was going to give up that ball to the top, but that right side of the floor, just a couple dribbles away for a finish by Warlo Batak, which he did good.
30-13.
Good skip.
Short on the three, Jeff Manday. Cervantes bumped a travel.
Dami mga trouble na tinatawag sa mga big man ng Caloocan. They are getting all those offensive rebounds. But thankfully for Pasig, natatawagan ng violation itong mga big man ng Caloocan. So far, just 5 points to show so far here in the second quarter after going 8 in the first. Really goes back to finding a guy who will start producing a lot of points from them.
Oh, mabandang tira para kay Mark Montuano. Little 5-0 run here for Pasig City.
And those are the only shots that's been available for them. Catch and shoot from the perimeter and catching the defense late.
Nakabuelo si Tayong Tong. Joko short on the layup. Kasin gets it to Joko. Short corner. Won't go. Tayong Tong gets it back. Manday fires a three. No. Gadin with a rebound. Takbo mga naka-blue. Jay Gars fires a three. No. Nagpas sa tira. Jaime with the offensive rebound. We want to go back to Chico Jaime against Cervantes.
There you go.
Montuano against Kasin. Mark fades away. Gets the jumper to drop. 30-17, 7-0 run for Pasig City.
And so far, Mark Montuano has answered that call para dito sa Pasig. Who's gonna score? And every time you get that ball to him, some good things come up.
4 points now para kay Mark Montuano. Tayong Tong, nabitawan ng bola. Garcia. That's gonna be a jump ball.
That's gonna be a jump. Jagars, hindi rin masyado makashoot eh.
Yeah. Palencia, Barcuma, and Martias coming in para dito sa Caloocan. We have a timeout on the floor. Caloocan, their 20-point lead is now down to 13. We'll be right back. 4:26 remaining in the second quarter. That's a Gixer fan of the game, born for greatness. Cuteness overload. Coach Mike.
Oo, mga bata ngayon nakikinood. May pasok.
Grabe oh. Hindi
Steady.
nag-iba yung reaction ng bata.
Steady, no?
13-point lead for Caloocan. They have the ball. Irvin Palencia. May tangan ng bola. Binigay kay Barcuma. He'll let it fly. Short on the three. Rebound ni Montuano.
Sinubukan nilang i-overload yung kaliwang side, leaving that right side of the floor for Barcuma on that shot. Oh, good recovery by Pasig.
Montuano able to lay it in with the left hand. Meron ng 6 na puntos si Mark Montuano dito sa ating second quarter. It's down to 11 ang lamang ng Caloocan.
So far, siya yung pinaka-consistent para dito sa Pasig, you know? But someone else got to score alongside him. Ito si Mark Montuano.
That won't go para kay Prince Kasin. Under 4 minutes to play. Barcuma picks the pocket of Gadin. Manday. Stretch layup is good.
Gadin pretty much left by himself to try and defend against that drive. And it's tough. Kailangan mo itawid yung bola against Barcuma, tapos pag na-stealan ka, dedepensa mo pa yung mas malalaki sa'yo.
32-19. Manday caught holding on to Batak. 4 ng team foul ng Caloocan dito.
Barcuma pretty much knows to steal off the spin. That time sealing off on that drive and that finish from Manday.
Jaime. They go to Garcia against Irvin Palencia. Jay Gars. Travel.
Wala talagang gumagalaw sa weak side. Somebody's gotta dive on that baseline side so that ma-preoccupy yung depensa sa weak side. So you pick your X-man and that guy's gotta cover a couple of men And you gotta pick which one he closes out to.
Valencia to Barkuma. Manday. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jeff lets it fly. In and out. Rebound. Jay Gars. Batak. Atake. Warlo. Count the basket para kay Warlo Batak.
I love the finish of Warlo Batak right there. Trying to create separation with a shoulder-to-shoulder bump without extending his arm, keeping it within that cylinder. That bump allowed him that separation, that finish through contact.
Ang lakas din ng katawan nitong Warlo Batak.
Ang lakas lumundag.
Yeah. Completes the three-point play. And Pasig has outscored Caloocan 12-2 ever since they took a 20-point lead at 30-10, and a turnover on the Batang Kangkalu.
One of the very rare times you get to force a turnover.
It's turnover number 8 for Caloocan. Pasig has 11 turnovers. Garcia fades away. That won't go. Manday with a rebound. Jeff is fouled by Rocky.
Hindi mo maiwan yung dumidepensa sa'yo kung ikaw yung Pasig. Tapos pag na-turnover mo, iiwanan ka ng opensa. That pretty much has been the situation for Pasig. Kaya somebody's really gotta take over. But the question is, sino outside of Mark Montuano? You'd like to think Chito Jaime, pero you have to set him up for his shots.
Inside, Matias out to Palencia's runner. Irvin Palencia gets his first basket of the game to make it a 12-point lead.
One of the really good weapons that you use for the small guards. Oh, a steal.
Matias chasing this one down. Assist for Manday. Basket for Ronnie Matias.
Now you stop that ball right around that area with your dribble picked up. You know, you're getting yourself in trouble with those, you know, cuts from behind and those ball taps.
Di ka pa nakatingin. Talagang
Tapik na.
kukunin yung bola sa'yo.
Grabe yung gap, hindi ma-atake talaga.
Garcia, that won't go. Manday pushing. Jeff gets it to Peter Pan Barkuma. Bonsubre out to Matias. He'll launch a three and knock it down.
Papailing na lang si Mark Montuano. Hindi na niya alam kung paano niya i-stop. Kailangan mo dumipensa sa loob. May tumitira din sa labas ng mga bigs. Oh, wow. Look at that effort by Barkuma.
Barkuma to Matias. 7 straight points for Ronnie Matias.
5'6", pero parang 6'5" naman maglaro.
Oo, yung puso.
Oo.
Pang 6'5".
Iba.
9 straight points para kay Ronnie Matias.
Kaya I loved it when he played for Zamboanga, highly defensive team.
Batak. Jumper. Won't go. And the whistle going against Ronnie Matias.
Pretty much another steal right there. Understanding when that turn is gonna be. Coaches always tell you to steal off the spin. And so far, yan ang pinapakita sa atin ni Joey doon sa mga depensa na yan.
Well, madali yan kung Joey Barkuma ka na parang gymnast yung katawan mo. Kasi pwede mo lang itapon yung katawan mo at makukuha mo kagad ang bola eh.
Tsaka pag lumanding ka, hindi masakit.
Oh,
no?
Pero pag medyo chubby, mahirap yun.
Tatalbog ka.
Tatalbog ka. Pero wala kang bola.
Oo.
41-24. Manday, lumapit. Kicks it out. Barkuma. Did he get it off in time? No. That won't go para dito sa Caloocan. But nonetheless, they have a commanding 17-point lead at the end of the first half against Tropang Pasig.
And what's tough is that you only get, 7 field goals so far after 2 quarters. And that's going to be tough.
We'll be right back for some analysis.
Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. That is the most spectacular one-punch shot of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he finds the straight left hand. And there's the punching down. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hands. This is why we use the word sensation.
I came from nothing. Just a small boy from streets of General Santos City. No shoes, no food, no chance, just a dream in my heart. From flyweight to junior middleweight, 8 divisions. Thank you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong nangangarap at lumalaban. This is our victory. This is our story. And the best is yet to come.
MPBL. That just speaks a lot to how he's been performing here. Hindi niya sasayangin to.
Santos with a throwdown. Dennis Santos with a highlight two-handed jam here in the third. Throwdown galing kay Dennis Santos. He had a handful of highlight dunks last season.
Yeah. You mentioned Sidelf earlier. You brought up.
12 points in the game, and all the way from near half court, Kit Jimenez, 4 of 4 from beyond the arc, trying to steal the thunder from King Destacamento in the quarter. Fight Kit, please.
Ayun nga eh. Second remaining from half court! We were talking about him, Coach Mike. My goodness,
Oh, wow.
Jethro Escoto.
Boy, what a shot made by Escoto.
Hindi ko man kasing tangkad si Richard at si Russell, pero meron ako nito.
Oo, ang bigat ng pagkakabitaw niya na yun. Almost, fading going left and still enough to kiss it off the glass.
Rebound. Both teams still with a timeout remaining. Manalang with the rock. Defended by Santos. Jerome bites on the fake. Manalang for 3. Gets the basket to go. It bounces off the rim. Yun ang mabigat doon. Hindi lang nakashoot itong Pasig. 3 points pa ang kanilang ibinigay. Which means, on our side, the chances of overtime lumingit. It looks bleak right now, right? But
His energy could be infectious for the
Oh,
last
wow,
2 minutes. What a pass! Oh! De Leon, the recipient of that unworldly assist from Keanu Caballero.
What a pass by Keanu Caballero. Guy, he found De Leon. Si Keanu talaga, ibang klase mga pasa. Risky, pero pag lumusot, ang ganda.
Wilson gets it to Robbie Celis, but what a catch and what a finish! And a foul! What a play from the heart and soul of this Nueva Ecija team, Robbie Celis. The smarts and the skill right here. Dalawang veterano na combine doon, Javi.
exactly. You gotta credit the pass to John Wilson. The presence of mind to get it to Robbie Celis, who got good position right there.
Against Salem. Rocky, 8 seconds. Now Chito, 5 seconds. Jaime lost the ball. Tamayo to Manalang. The runner from Robbie! Robbie Manalang with another clutch basket. This time against Valenzuela, it's a 7-point lead for Pasig City with 48 seconds remaining.
From Adamson to the MPBL, Robbie Manalang has broken a lot of hearts with clutch baskets just like that.
Buluto. Sumang with 5 seconds to work with. The dance, the pass, Sena, the three. Ho, ho, ho. Wow! May konting sayaw, and then the three ball just in time to beat the shot clock. 13-point lead, the biggest in the ball game.
What a move here by Roy Sumang. And then Sena was asking for it because he felt that mismatch. He had Ochea on him. He felt that he could have taken him on the post. But Sumang set him up for that three-point shot.
Andrews comes away with the loose ball. Here comes Ashton Andrews. Andrews lays it in.
Welcome to the Ashton Andrews highlight reel.
Ashton Andrews providing the hustle, the energy, and the bucket here late in the third period. He will not be denied in this play, Javi.
Getting past Kaduyak there, and then the sidestep on the gather by Ashton Andrews. Two highlight plays. What a quarter para kay Ashton Andrews. Formento has Kanyal on him. Crossover, pull up. Formento knocks it down!
Ano sabi mo kanina? Ang lamig. Di ba? Ang lamig. Umuulan. Ang lamig. Ano ang dapat mong gawin? Tanungin natin si Formento. Hindi. Tignan na lang natin. Between the legs, a little up fake cross, that quick pull-up. No, yung quick pull-up after the cross was enough para, mapaslight, backpedal itong si depensa ni Kanyal, and nothing but bottom. What a big-time shot.
This guy, he has embraced the big moments para sa Valenzuela this season.
Halftime dito sa Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. Caloocan with a 17-point lead against Tropang Pasig in this North Division matchup. And it was a half where Caloocan really turned their defense up a notch in the first period. And itong naman Pasig, they missed their first 13 shots of the game. In fact, they're 0 for 12 from beyond the arc, Coach Mike.
Oo, bigat yung shot making talaga eh. Matter of fact, even just the 3-pointers na yun na lang available na tira sa kanila, they can't sink any of those 12 attempts that they've had, and they're getting, you know, out efforted when it comes to glass action. Plus 10 pagdating sa rebounds, plus 6 on offensive rebounds, and the fast break points pretty much triggered by those steals and their turnovers and even the rebounds too.
And ito naman Caloocan, really just ferocious with that full court press nila, and 14 fast break points. Ano na to eh, natapyas yung kalamangan kanina eh ng 10 eh. And then Ronnie Matias with that big run, big personal run. I think he had 7 straight points. Ronnie Matias backstopping Jeff Manday with 8. Enriquez had a couple of 3-pointers for 6 points. Real Cervantes also coming off the bench with 5. Warlo Batak. Talagang nagsipag ito si Warlo Batak in that first half. Meron siyang 11 puntos. 7 of them coming from the free throw line. So we resume dito sa second half natin.
And those pretty much are just the 4 guys na nakascore yata dito sa Pasig eh. You know, hirap talaga makahanap kung sinong pupuntos.
Sumuda really lost it. Laude, open 3, in and out. Manlangit with the offensive rebound. Joko sees a gap, nabitawan ng bola. Sumuda picks it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cabanag asking for it. Corner 3, got it.
Good look to that corner 3 for Jeramer Cabanag.
Ang bilis ng pasa ni Manlangit doon.
Oo. So, ang ganda ng area ng pagkakapasa within the rhythm doon sa pagkakakatch ni Jeramer Cabanag.
Chito Jaime still scoreless so far after scoring 40 in the last game. Jaime takes the 3. That won't go. Tayong-tong with a rebound.
Even Jaime cannot sink a 3. Almost unchallenged yung tira na yun. Now he has to contend with his defense here against Manlangit.
Batak with a tap. 3-on-1 break. Montuano and Tayong-tong with those quick hands, breaking up the fast break.
No, sinasabi ni Mark is i-draw mo pa yung defender papunta sa'yo. This was the pass right there on that skip for Jeramer finish.
Meron pang deflection doon sa 3-point shot, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Nakita mo si Mark, kinakausap talaga yung mga perimeter guys, you know, on a fast break. Try to draw the defender before nyo ipasa.
Montuano. Shot fake, atake sa loob. Kaliwa ang layup, no good. Jaime is fouled on the follow-up.
Now that pretty much is your big man action. Yung Montuano, Chito Jaime, the other one being Jacob Galicia.
Jaime at the line. And Pasig, 10 of 11. That's his first point of the game. Chito Jaime with a 40-piece against Manila. Had 20 of them in the first period. And for more on Chito Jaime, let's go to Mika.
Obviously, an unfortunate situation for Pasig. But what I like about my time with them in the huddle was how the veterans were pushing the young boys to still fight. Nakita ko itong si Asidre, sabi niya kay Warlo Batak, huwag ka basta iikot. Huwag magmadali. Mag-isip ka, huwag ka lang tatakbo. Para naman dito kay Kuya Chito, he remembers how in the second season, Muntinlupa daw sila laban sa San Juan. Down daw sila ng 22 points. But in the end, nakuha nila yung pagkapanalo. So alam niyo yun, mga little things of positivity from the veterans. So Coach Mike.
Well, you need that with a young team. Thanks for the report, Mika. Kailangan yan na kahit papano, you know, they're not left on an island. Especially Warlo Batak na who's still, you know, finding his way dito sa liga and really trying to establish himself. I think he is a future star in this league itong si Warlo Batak.
Pretty much. At napakahalaga para sa kanya sa team na mapupuntahan niya, just like here now in Pasig, na magkaroon siya ng ikang mentor, no? Na makakapag-timon para sa kanya, matutulungan siya, mabibigyan niya siya ng advice, just like how Chito Jaime has been for these young guys. And Chito Jaime makes that drive. She's gonna get an N1.
So Jaime, after getting himself a point in the last trip sa linya, would like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Unable to complete the three-point play. 44-28 is the count.
And they will stay with that zone. Well, one reason kung bakit sila naka-zone is they don't have that enough manpower to play man-to-man, kaya they're better off doing the zone.
Asidre fires a three. Got it.
There you go. That's what you need if you're Rocky Asidre. Catch and shoot. He has to take over, in my opinion, because I feel experience-wise, scoring-wise, I think he's pretty much capable to do that.
Sumuda lets it fly. Tayong Tong. Rebound nakuha ni Jaime.
Advance that ball.
Asidre will try again. That's short. Rebound ni Sumuda.
I think he was sobra ng dalawang dribble si Gadin doon sa pasa na yon. Could have gotten it earlier to Rocky. Good block.
Laude with a block by Jaime, but Jesse Sumuda cleans it up.
Tinatrabaho rin ni Jaime sa loob ng paint. Oh no, another steal.
Well, this is going to be an 8-second violation.
Alam kasi nila na undersized, inexperienced, a young guy in Gadin, as you see Chito Jaime talking to him.
Wala ka rin magagawa kasi itong mga mama sa kabila.
Oo. Talagang minamama.
Oo. Sumuda gets it to Manday, corner three. And Batak getting the rebound. Flores guarding him, finds Montuano, short jumper, won't go, rebound Manday.
Again, the makeable baskets that they're missing.
Manday turns the ball over. Warlo. Kuha talaga siya ng foul every time he attacks the cup.
Tsaka minsan ang aga ng elevator ni Warlo Bata. Ganun ka-athletic itong bata ito si Warlo. And he pretty much has been one of the steadiest guys para dito sa Pasig.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. He misses the first free throw, Warlo.
Third when it comes to points per game, roughly at 10.3. But he's one of the top guys that commits turnovers, almost 2 per game. And so that is a part of his game that he really needs to address and for him to be more efficient. Lalo na he gets a lot of playing time. Oh,
that's a travel.
Yeah.
Dito pa. Sa harap pa namin.
Pero nung unang lumabas yan, hindi masyadong no?
And I don't think everyone knew about it.
Oh, yeah.
Asidre, back to Gadin. Binabantay ni Manday. Montuano. A nice ball fake from Mark. Nagawan sa bola, nakuha ni Flores. Cabana getting a running start. That would have been a travel as well.
That would have been the same thing, right? That's the same foot.
Oo nga.
Diba?
Montuano gets it across. 48-31, halfway through this third quarter. Sumuda is whistled for the personal on the driving Warlo Batak.
Ito yun yung pangalawang drive. See that again. Yeah, it's the same foot.
It's a travel.
That should have been a travel.
It's a travel.
Same foot. Right in front of us. Well, Warlo Batak at least now is on the free throw para dito sa Pasig. They're down 15. And Caloocan's already in penalty.
Lead is down to 15 for Caloocan. Flores was wide open. Pagtanggap niya ng bola, naghanap pa siya ng mapapasahan eh.
One of the key point of attack against the zone is that nail guy. You get that ball on the nail and those wing guys start drifting down on the corner and that big man on the short corner tries to seal it off. But that time around, he went to the weak side where walang tao dun sa poste kaya naka-atake.
It's 1 for 2.
We got to be more efficient scoring para dito sa Pasig. This pretty much is the reason why they're down. Kahit na makuha ni Gadin yung bola, you know, that defense always gonna stay in front. Look at how Mark Montuano is actually extending himself.
Oo, naagaw ni Flores. Manday, Sanga on the extra pass.
Oh.
A three-pointer.
You know
Para
what?
kay Paul Sanga.
Yun naman bigat dun eh, no? Pagod ka na sa kaka-depensa, titirahan ka pa ng tres. At hindi mo mababa yung bola.
Ganda rin ang pasahan dito ng Batang Caloo.
Yes.
They're up to 17 assists on 19 made field goals.
And then because of those steals and those assists, they have 14 more attempts. Again, good kick.
Nice hockey assist galing kay Flores, and then Manday feeding Sanga for an even better look.
Ganda pa naman ng release ni Paul Sanga, no? Wala masyadong dip eh.
Montuano at the line. Umakyat ang unang free throw. 7 points in the ball game para kay Mark Montuano to go with 4 rebounds.
Last game, he was 3 out of 10 to finish that game. Right now, he's pretty much similar numbers, 3 out of 10 from the field.
Really just struggling sa harap ng depensa nitong Caloocan Batang Caloo. Nabanag to Sumuda. Flores gets it to Manday, 10 seconds to work with. Manday momentarily open. Jeff makes his move. Cabanag has to fire, and the shot clock will expire in Caloocan.
Well, that time, Pasig going on man.
Ano classic tira yun?
Overhead shot.
Kahit si ditong kakaliwa natin, mga VIPs, natawa eh.
Overhead pass eh.
52 to 35 is the count. Under 4 minutes to play. Montuano dives, kicks it out. Jay Gars for 3. It's a foul on Jeramer. 2 free throws para kay Batak.
And that ball has to move very quickly para dito sa Pasig. And again, dito mo mararamdaman yung pangangailangan sa isang point guard na magtitimon sa kanila. Right now, they really much are trying to make do of who else can create for them offensively.
Well, you have yet to see Jacob Galicia back on the
yes.
floor. No? Meron naglaro siya ng 5 minuto in the first half.
Yeah, it hasn't gone back.
This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
I think after nung hard screen kay Joey kanina, no? That's when he went out.
Pahinga muna si Jeramer Cabanag. Binalik na si Joey Barcuma. Sumuda against Montuano. Barcuma swings it over to Manday. Off the glass, no good. Manday is just one of those players na every time tumira, you feel like
Papasok.
there is a chance of it going in.
Yeah.
Parang ano eh, hindi talaga minsan
Oo.
umaalok eh. Must be something with the arc of his shot.
Oo. Naramdam mo eh. May mga ganong players talaga na maganda yung release eh. And you think it's always...
Parang
Parang...
ito naman may mga players naman na lalo na pag nakashoot na ng isa o dalawa, tatlo, talagang tutuloy-tuloy na. And I think Manday is one of those players na very streaky.
Yes. And kailangan makakuha ng magandang rhythm. Parang si more like... Who else comes? Jadel Fuentes.
Oo.
Parang ganun eh.
Oo, lagi may chance pumasok ang tira. But then, when Jadel gets going, oh my goodness, grabe rin.
Ibang klase yun.
52-37. Joey Barcuma lets it fly. And that won't work. Rebound, Jay Gars. This is just a 15-point game.
Yes. Ano lang talaga, kung tutusin, they're keeping in pace pero hindi makascore eh. That's the thing. They're getting their attempts pero even makeable attempts. Pero hindi pumapasok.
Sanga to Somuda running the floor. Jesse Somuda is up to 4 points in the ball game.
And pretty much without rim protection, that is what's going to happen every time a big man starts rolling underneath. Oh, what a move.
Ganda naman ang galaw. Spin cycle from Jay Gars. Flores to Barcuma. Thought about it. Sanga short on the three. Gadin with a rebound.
Run it quick.
Takbo ang tropang Pasig. Jay Gars with a running start. Jay Gars for 2. Plus the foul.
4-point run. Para dito sa Pasig.
Is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
That time, medyo maganda yung pagkakasukat ng pasa na yun para dito kay Warlo Batak. And Jagar's left side of the floor, pretty much his favorite spot to finish going glass. Jagar's is about 12 minutes per game, 61% free throw shooter.
And Garcia, it has 7 points now. And Pasig only down by 12 with 1 minute and 54 remaining in the third. Our fan of the game is brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Laki naman ng katawan ng fan of the game natin. May six-pack pa.
Oo nga.
Laki ng chest eh.
Pag tayo kaya nagsuot nun, ganun din ang labas.
Ewan ko. Mukhang okay siguro na uniform lang tayo. 54-42 is the count.
Triangle action here for Caloocan.
Sanga inside the paint. And he powers through against Jacob Galicia.
One of the favorite staples of Coach Mike sa gigit, coming off a timeout. Pinch post action.
Almost a steal. Garcia, ball fake, blocked by Flores. Gadin almost got that one. It will, kala ko, mapupunta sa Caloocan. Last touch ni Sanga. As we bring you the assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Very basic pinch post action. Pass it to the elbow guy. He keeps it. Tries to locate you on the low block. And if you beat that defender, you can backdoor and finish.
Garcia. Bigay kay Chito Jaime. 5 seconds to work with. Jaime will fire. And that touched the net.
Jacob Galicia nasa loob na. He was trying to seal off underneath against Flores, pero Chito didn't see him.
Pasig only 1 of 17 from beyond the arc. Caloocan 7 of 29 for 24%. Inside, Bonsubre. He gets blocked. Batak. Bigay kay Garcia. Off the glass and in. Jay Gars with 9 points.
6 of them coming in this quarter. But pretty much that attack left side of the floor has been that friendly space for Jagars.
12 lang tong lamang.
Oo.
Enriquez launches. And that won't go. There's a foul.
Sa agawan ng positioning underneath. Jacob Galicia caught with that foul. That's his third.
And Bonsubre with 10 rebounds already in this ball game. Marcuma, 10 seconds remaining. It's down to 5. Joey, crossover, atake sa loob. Layup is good. What an explosive move from the smallest man on the floor, Joey Barcuma, to close out our third quarter, giving Caloocan a 14-point lead going into the fourth. Our highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
This quarter pretty much still remains in favor of Caloocan, but a better response though from Pasig, especially led by Jagars, with trying to be creative, going inside. And the thing is, Joey Barcuma really just comes in, gets those steals, and a good finish right into the paint to end the third.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Nabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. That's Uy! My idol, Val Alegre.
With Maki.
Coach Aisel as well. Val, I like the colors. I like the colors. It's so lively. It's so vibrant. It's so not him.
Kasi normally mga dark colors
pero oh my gosh. Who did this to him? Who did this to him?
Who set him up?
Anong nangyari? I have to find out. Was there a life-changing moment today para kay Val para magpalit ng kanyang look? Sino ang kanyang fashion consultant? Gusto ko rin malaman.
Oo.
Mga misteryo sa MPBL coverage na kailangan ma-uncover.
Oo.
Guys, that was Val Alegre, really our production assistant here, really an unsung hero with the work that we do here. He really just, sets up everything for us pretty much. Especially yung mga kailangan namin dito sa coverage, yung, the smallest details, the water,
right.
The most important thing, food.
Oo. Lalo't halos hindi ka na makatayo dito sa kinuupuan natin. He just makes us very comfortable.
Coffee.
Oh, yes?
Everything. And, talagang tatanungin ka kung anong gusto mo.
Oo. Kung anong preference mo, no?
Hindi naman dahil entitled kami, but
pero,
ganun lang talaga yung servisyo ni Val.
Oo.
free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. So, shout out sa'yo, Val. Pero kailangan ko pa rin malaman sino ang nagbihis sa'yo today. 58-46 ang ating talaan ngayon. Caloocan still with the lead. Enrique is wide open. That's a three. Third three of the game para kay Brian Enriquez.
Yeah, similar action of that pinch post this time around, trying to variate it. Little high-low with that weak side post, trying to seal middle. Samantalang yung pumasa sa kanya, Enriquez just goes to the corner three.
Jaime got the step. Matias with a block. Marcuma against Batak. Gets it to Cabanag. The swing. Enriquez. Back to Jeremer. The extra pass. Marcuma. Too much
Oh,
passing.
too much passing, right? Already had a shot.
Nawala yung momentum ko.
You were setting them up for the make three, no?
Oo nga. Foul on Bonsubre.
Ooh. Medyo may konting second motion doon. Jacob Galicia did not like that contact with June.
Algin Gadin gets a breather. Grabe din yun. Parang basketball clinic si Gadin sa pagbaba ng bola.
Oo. Parang
Nag-drills na nakakapagod.
Nag-press break 101.
Was Buddy Encarnado of Tropang Pasig. 1 for 2 for Jacob. 14 points separating Caloocan and Pasig.
They're going back to that triangle once this defense switched to man. Pretty much, the kind of offense that Coach Mike likes to run.
It's a foul. Only the first team foul for Pasig City. Almost 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Justin and Camille Perez.
Oh, yes.
Nanonood sila ngayon.
Oo. Congratulations.
Yung anak mo nag-text mo sa akin, pakisabi kay Papa. Nanonood kami ngayon. So congratulations. Even for you, Coach Mike.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was a really good wedding. Ganda nung...
Naiyak ka, Coach.
Slightly to the left. Slightly to the right. It's very, you see, we're a very small family. It's very rare we have a big gathering like that. Matter of fact, yan yata pinakamalaking gathering na attend ako sa buong buhay ko.
Talaga?
Oh, sa amin, ha? Direct sa aming family.
Congratulations to the proud parents.
Thank you.
Of course. And then Justin and Camille.
Oh, welcome to the family, Camille.
Oh.
She's, I said this on my speech. She is the perfect partner, life partner and wife for Justin. Ang dami na nagbago kay Justin. So,
talaga?
Oo.
May sikreto pala to si Justin.
He is a better father, son, brother, and a cousin.
Yes.
And I love that with Maui, or Justin.
It's also credit to you and Miss Dorsa.
Thank you.
The way you raised Justin, who's very, very active in the basketball community.
Yes.
Ang kanyang united by the game with his friends.
With his friends, with Jasper Reyes and his Rice Sports. He calls his Rice Sports, diba? He calls his mom the Rice Mom.
Okay.
I think I'm the extra rice dad.
Pero payat ka na din, so hindi na rin pwede tawaging extra rice. Joko Tayong Tong is fouled by Kilatan on that drive. Kita ko na yun, lumalabas na yung mga pictures sa timeline ko and even the video, so I I saw glimpses of it, and it really looked like a very, very nice celebration for all of the family.
Yeah.
And syempre the couple, Justin and Camille, congratulations sa inyo. Welcome to the married
married life.
Married life.
Now officially married na kasi we already have a apo with them, no. Pero ngayon talagang she is Mrs. Perez now.
Oo. Galicia gets away and puts it in for 2. Pasig City just hanging around.
Oh yeah, that's just a 13-point deficit.
Pwede pa to, no? isang malaking run. Kanina, they had a good run in that second quarter.
Correct.
Actually went on a 9-0 run in that second quarter. But ever since that 30-10 lead, dito na lang talaga naglalaro ang Kalamangan. Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And because every time that they go on a run, nakakasagot rin ng itong Caloocan, and the defense really just makes it even more difficult for them to sustain any run so far in this game.
Enriquez with a fadeaway, got it. 11 points para kay Brian Enriquez.
He's been doing good.
Enriquez with 12 in the game. Batak aatake. He had no option to feed dun sa ilalim.
Hirap din talaga. Much as they want to create and try to beat that primary defender, hirap din.
.545 left in this matchup between Pasig and Caloocan. And that's a shooting foul. And Pasig has made a living at the line. 22 of 29 attempts.
And the thing about Pasig is, with this impending result, well, they still got time. After this, they're getting Rizal.
And Pasay.
And Pasay.
And
Jensen.
Jensen.
Then Muntinlupa. Wow.
Mahirap-hirap ang schedule. Oh, those teams all with better records than them.
Correct.
Nagbanggaan si Bonsubre ang tayungtong doon. Nakuha ng Pasig ang rebound. Garcia trying to feed Galicia. They turn the ball over. Bonsubre with a steal. Tayungtong to Jeramer Cabanag. Short on the 3. Rebound, Chito Jaime. Against Ronnie Matias. Chito, that was a travel.
Yeah, that was a travel.
That was a travel.
That was a travel. So there's 2 travels already. They didn't go.
This is the sister game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
We've been generous with travels today.
Yeah. Generous with travels, ha? Ayun, walang yun. Walang visa yun.
Oh.
67-56. Just an 11-point game here. Bonsubre gets it to Enriquez, already with 12 points. Batak ang nakabantay sa kanya. Bonsubre gets it back. Enriquez, the feed to Matias, now out to Manday. Shot clock winding down. Manday will miss. And Bonsubre will be whistled for the foul. Caloocan in penalty.
Yeah, a chance to make the single digits here. Down 11, make good with the free throws. Possibly down 9.
Medyo nag-relax din dito yung Caloocan, no?
Yeah.
Pasig has played pretty much the same way right from the start.
That's right.
They've, it's been a struggle putting points on the board, but they've been rewarded for their aggressiveness, no? Nakakuha sila ng mga puntos sa linya.
Yes. And we look at their scoring per quarter. That scoring has gone up through 3 quarters. Right now it's 12 versus 9.
67-58. 4.5 minutes remaining. Only a 9-point advantage. Manday gets it back. Layup, yes.
Kind of the basic backdoor step. You get pressure on the wing. You can't pass it to the top. Give it to the flash middle. Oh.
Muntik na mag-travel ulit.
Oh, might have been another one.
Oh, they double team Tayungtong. They get the steal. Jaime fouled by Matias. 2 free throws.
And the penalties sending more free throw opportunities for Pasig right now.
Manday with 10 points already in the game. Leading scorer for the Batang Caloocan is Brian Enriquez with 14.
Yes.
Manday with 10. Jaime short on the first. Jaime has 8 rebounds and 7 points.
Well, 26 points of free throws for Pasig.
27 of 36. That's Josa Nimes on the bench for Pasig. Flores gets it to Matias. Ronnie trying to find Enriquez. That's a turnover.
Well, that really is not the pass that you want to execute coming off that action. Really would rather spray it outside and reformat the sideline triangle. Tough pass then.
Coach Andrew does not stop coaching, pero naagaw dito ni Matias, getting the 2 points back.
Staying active, trying to finish. Ayun pa rin yung depensa eh.
Oh, the pass was too low. Galicia ends up with the steal. Here's a Sidre. Batak.
Gotta move it.
Bumuelo si Warlo. Oh, what a move! And Warlo Batak summoning and mustering enough strength right here to finish this move. Our Gixxer great move of the game. Born for greatness.
21 points so far for Warlo Bata. This is the 9th consecutive time he scored in double digits.
Coach Mike has made a challenge here. We'll be right back.
The Caloocan Batang Caloocan's challenge was successful. Basket counts for Warlo Batak, but there was no foul.
Successful challenge for Coach Mike Sagigit. No foul right here.
Yeah, barely touched
Sadyang
him.
mahirap lang talaga ang galaw na yun.
Mahirap lang yung tira.
Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes in attendance. Yan pala, si Com,
Ano?
ang fashion guru ni Val.
Ah, ganun ba?
Oh,
Ganun ba?
oh, bigay ni Com yung bagong damit ni Val.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, a lot of contact there on that layup.
That'll be 2 free throws for Chito.
Di ba? Ngayon, mystery solved.
Okay,
Mystery solved.
Okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
Aba?
Val, lumahaba ang airtime mo.
Oo nga. Heads up, Val. Heads up.
Huwag ka mahiya, Val. Bagay
Oo.
sa'yo.
Dapat i-split screen si ano eh.
Yeah,
Si...
May pop ang kulay ngayon ng suot ni Val. Jaime misses the first free throw. And he's got 9 points. Still a 9-point difference between the two teams. Cabanag, the spin, finds Matias off the mark. Flores is fouled.
Jacob's asking for a challenge.
I don't think they have a challenge anymore.
And so, without that,
They have? Do they have? Meron pa yata? Ah, okay, meron pa.
trying to save his 4th. Pang-apat niya pag nagkataon.
Pasig City is challenging the last foul on Jacob Galicia.
And we will be right back. 9-point lead for Caloocan.
The Pasig City's challenge was successful. There's no foul on Jacob Galicia.
Couple of successful challenges here. One each for the two teams. Oh,
Yeah.
14 seconds on the shot clock para dito sa Caloocan, Batang Kangkalu. 71-62, 2:53 remaining. Manday. Okay, kay Jeremy Cabana. Gadin is right in front of him. Jeremy to Matias. Atake ni Joko. There's a foul.
Again, it's the same play. It's what's called a backdoor step. And every time that happens, you always see that weak side wing gonna dive once that ball gets skipped onto the weak side post.
If you're the defender, lalo na pag ikaw nakabantay dun sa gwardiya na magba-backdoor, dalawa ang kailangan mong bantayan eh.
Correct.
Yung bola, tsaka yung tao
Tao
mo.
mo.
So just really, one split second na hindi ka tumingin sa tao mo, iiwan ka rin.
Correct. Which is why that's one of the favorite spots of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan.
We'll be right back after this challenge.
The Pasig City's challenge was successful.
So another successful challenge here. Dalawa in the fourth quarter. That's great defense.
Yeah.
They were vertical. Isidre and Galicia.
Okay, that's right.
Manday lets it fly. That's a three.
One of the simplest baseline out of bounds to set up a shooter. Back pick for a shooter on the elbow and him drifting to the corner.
And Jeff Manday, he has struggled from beyond the arc in this ball game, shooting just 2 of 9. But now hitting perhaps the biggest shot of the game so far. 3 of 10 for Jeff Manday for 13 points. And Pasig and Caloocan is now up by 12. Timeout Pasig. Yung matchup ng Abra tsaka Nueva Ecija. Number 1 in the north, Nueva Ecija. Number 2 in the north in Abra. They will battle it out on Saturday in Palayan City.
Ganda niyan. Abra Nueva Ecija.
Should be a really good game.
Oh yeah. What's interesting is yung schemes and adjustments of both teams. Especially the new guys that come in for Abra, no?
Oo, dami nila eh.
Yeah, si Ion, si Camacho,
Camacho, tsaka si Jolo Mendoza.
Gio.
Chu as well. 74-62, turnover for Pasig. Caloocan looking to seal the deal.
Handoff.
Fun and games are over. Sabi ng Caloocan. Shot clock winding down. Tayong Tong, short. Tapos kay Barcuma. Cabanag fires a 3. Short as well. Yadin with a rebound. Pinapahirapan ni Barcuma. Final 2 minutes of this ball game. He gets it across.
Literal na 1-0, 1-2 press break.
Galicia inside. Masyado malakas. Flores taps it to Matias.
And they slow it down, and rightfully so. Milk as many time as you can on the clock.
Minute and a half left. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Cabanag has the rock. Up against Warlo Batak. Jeramer with the runner off the glass and in.
That time that was the open option for a triangle. When you let that middle guy, you just create and break down the primary defender.
This is Jeramer Cabanag right here.
Yep. And working against Warlo Batak, and once he saw that space open up, just cleared it and elevated for that basket. Good move by Jeramer.
Jeramer Cabanag had 14 points against Abra, shooting 5 of 11 from the field. 5 rebounds as well. 10 points in the second half. But that effort ultimately falling short as Abra came away with a victory. Tonight, 9 points para kay Jeramer, although he's only shot 4 of 13 from the field.
Yeah, pretty much the shooting's been the challenge in this game para kay Jeramer.
Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes, yung nakatayo sa gilid doon. Jaime. Flores, yung nakabantay sa kanya. Caloocan. No need to foul, really.
Agree. At saka mahirapan talaga si Chito Jaime to try and, dig in and trying to create that space and get to a spot on the low post where he'll be comfortably scoring. And the thing is, parang yun na nagiging constant dito sa offense ng Pasig. No really weak side movement. And that I feel is partly because of pagod na rin siguro para dito sa mga players ng Pasig. Because they're very short rotation. They don't have some of their key players. Some of the players are even overextended in terms of their effort and their role in this team.
Oo. Si Batak na pinahinga na nila eh. Oo. Kayot talaga si Warlo ngayong gabi.
Even si Jagars kanina sa third quarter. Ganda rin ang nilaro.
Matias. Inside. Ang ganda sana nun kasi libreng-libre si Josh sa ilalim.
Oh, lakas lang nung pasa.
Everyone was preoccupied on the handoff kay Manday.
Kaya hirap talaga pagka dribble handoff ng big. Lalo na may keep option ka.
They get the steal. Galicia. Garcia blocked by Flores.
They're not done defending.
Ayun tong. You want to execute here. Motion daw sabi ni Coach Mike.
So they want to keep running it. He wants somebody on the top. There you go.
Cabanag fires a 3. No good. Galicia with a rebound. Jaime launches.
That pretty much been that kind of night for Pasig.
Cabanag. Yeah, could have pulled it back.
And use the clock.
And use the clock and pretty much seal the victory. But Jeramer Cabanag adding 2 points to his tally. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners. Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes
And
project.
Oo.
Yun.
Yun.
Bagay na bagay kay Bal.
Oo. Hindi na ini-split screen,
Oo, saktong-sakto yung shot na yun. Ayan, grabe.
The airtime.
Oo, yung nag-level up talaga eh.
Oo.
Passion eh.
Iba eh.
Chito Jaime gets the 3 to drop. Manday in a rush.
And they make that 3. I think they're going to call a foul. And he's going to be sent to the line. See right here.
Well, other teams would have dribbled this one out, but
That's
Caloocan getting the basket right here. Possible 4-point play.
Could have dribbled it out.
Five-tenths of a second remaining.
What a shot by Manday.
Couple of three-pointers para kay Manday dito sa dulo. And then, that will do it. A frustration on Chito Jaime. And then Caloocan will come away with a victory. Para dito sa Batakang, Caloo up to 13 wins this season.
And really just a tough night for Pasig. They did try to come back in the third quarter, run out of time.
The best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. He did not play in the closing stages of the ball game, but he was very efficient tonight. And we do like that he came in with the right mindset, Coach Mike.
Yes, and shooting 4 out of 6 from 3 and getting to those open spots, especially in the corners, where he knocked down a lot. Really good shooting para dito kay Enriquez.
82-67 ang ating final score. Let's go. Oh, we'll wait for a bit. Hindi pa. Okay na. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations, Brian. You know what? I saw you earlier. You were actually one of the earliest guys here in the venue. Was that part of being locked in? You had 14 points and mostly threes.
That's kind of my everyday. I try to be the first in practice. I have a hard time beating Jet. Jeremar's usually first, but I usually follow. But yeah, no, I just pride myself on being early and trying to stay late.
Talked about pride. You know, Coach Mike was talking about how he wants the rest of the bench to work. And that's exactly what we saw from you today. It's just a glimpse of more to see from Brian Enriquez.
Yes. I hope so. I'm just taking advantage of the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Are there people you want to greet?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Mayor Alang Malapiton, Kong Oka, Konsi Malapiton, Lexi Malapiton, and our sponsors, Yan Yan Coolers, High Top LPG, Stay Cool, World Balance, Mandarin Sky, Father Roel Nasa Jerusalem, Pastor Jerry, and Tito Antonio Bunsubre Sr. Get well soon. And I just want to shout out my dad and my wife and my family back home.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Brian Enriquez. This player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Sit down, Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Mika, and congratulations to Brian Enriquez and Caloocan winning over Pasig. Meanwhile, abangan nyo ang aming final game of the night. Zamboanga, Sikat Families Brand Sardines taking on the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers. Magbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Montalban, Rizal.